Good afternoon, football fans. This is Andy McNamara, and it's my pleasure to welcome you into the Axis Football League. Today's game plays host to some of the hottest players in the league right now. Get the popcorn ready. It's always exciting to see these stars hit the field. It looks like both these teams are ready to go. Let's head down to the action. The kick's away. The kickoff is caught. The tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Steps into the pocket. Davenport on the throw. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10 for the offense. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. He's tackled. That will go for about 8 yards. Third play of the drive. Go! Davenport will hand it off. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. That will be good for about 1. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. The punt is fielded. And he's taken down after returning it up to the 35. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. He drops back to pass. Throws the ball. And the pass falls to the ground. Second and 10. On the handoff. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 4 on the play. Third down for the offense. Dropping back. Flings one. Tackle made by Watkins. And it's a Minnesota first down. Fourth play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. He throws one. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. 3 receivers for the offense. Dropping back. Tosses one short. And he steps out of bounds. Gain of 1 on the play. Minnesota sets up on third down. Dropping back, rifles a pass. Brown on the reception. Wrapped up by Hampton. A huge pickup there by the offense. First down and 10 to go. He hands it to the running back. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. That'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun. He drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And the pass falls to the ground. Third down for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. That will go for about 5 yards. First and 10. He gives it away. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. Gain of 7 on the play. Second and short for the offense. Inside run. And the tackle will be made by Reed. Gain of 4 on the play. First down and goal for the offense. Rivers gets the ball. And he's wrestled to the ground. That brings up second down. Second down and goal for the offense. He drops back. Play action pass. The QB tucks it and scrambles. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. Short gain of 2. A 2-receiver set for the offense. A flag on the play. And count it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The defense looks to have lined up offside, and they'll keep the play instead of taking the penalty. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. The first score of the game goes to Minnesota. Let's see what they do next. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He'll field the kickoff. And he is down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Player in motion to the left. Davenport hands it off. He's put to the turf. Gain of 11. First down and 10 to go. Davenport hands it off. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down, 13 yards to go. The runner takes the toss. Tackle made by Atkins. That will go for about 5 yards. First down and 10 to go. Davenport back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down, 13 yards to go. The runner takes the toss to the right. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose 1 on the play. Third down for the offense. 14 yards to go. That marks the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top for now with a small lead. Third down. Davenport surveys the field. Drop pass by the offense. The offense lines up to punt. Rose on the kick. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. They'll start things off from the 20. He drops back to pass. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Complete. Wrapped up by Hampton. Gain of 9 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He hands it off to the right side. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. A 2-back set for the offense. He drops back to pass. He's got a wide open receiver downfield. Over the shoulder, he's got it. Tackle made by Watkins. And it's a Minnesota first down. A 2-receiver set for the offense. Hand off to the right side. Wraps him up and takes him down. Tackle by Watkins. Gain of 9 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Right side handoff. And the tackle is made. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense lines up on first and goal. He makes the handoff to the outside. And they are in! Touchdown, Minnesota! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. It's up. And the extra point is good. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. He sends it off. The kickoff is caught. That's the end of that play. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion to the right. Dropping back. He sees a target over the middle of the field. Tackle made by Atkins. That'll be good for a couple yards. Operating from under center. The receiver goes into motion. He steps back to pass. Davenport slings it. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Third down. He drops back. Bush on the reception. That's the end of that play. Gain of 13. First and 10. Davenport will hand it off. And down he goes. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Davenport back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. That will bring up second down. The offense lines up on second and long. And down he goes. Thomas on the sack. They'll lose a ton on that play. Operating from under center. Receiver in motion. Davenport surveys the field. There's a flag on the play. He turns it upfield, and the tackle is made. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding, and they'll take the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Davenport hands it off. Got him. Tackle made by Roberts. They'll lose 1 on the play. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Second down for the offense. 11 yards to go. Second down for the offense. And down he goes. That's a sack. And Minnesota calling a timeout here. That will be their first of the half. Loss of 9. Third down and long. Singleton gets the ball. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Minnesota calls timeout. That will be their second timeout. That will bring up fourth down. The punt team takes the field. Rose will kick it away. The punt is caught. And the tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Outside handoff. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That's good for about 7 yards. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. On the handoff. And he's tackled here. That's good for a gain of 4. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. He hands it off. Wraps him up and takes him down. Tackle by Watkins. Gain of 15. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. QB back to pass. He makes the throw. Pass complete. Tackle made by Watkins. Minnesota calls timeout. That will be their third and final timeout. Gain of 17. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. He makes the throw near the goal line. Batted down and incomplete. The defense sets up in a nickel set. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. Batted down and incomplete. Minnesota sets up on third down. QB back to pass. The pass is incomplete. The offense is going to try for 3 here. It's up. And it sails through. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. He catches the kickoff. And he's tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Davenport back to pass. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. Davenport surveys the field. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. Benson brings him to the ground. Gain of 10 on the play. The punt team takes the field. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. Minnesota with a commanding lead so far. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. The kickoff is fielded. And he is down. First down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And the ball is batted down. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He makes the handoff. Still breaking tackles. He's put to the turf. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. He gives it away. Penalty marker on the field. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. They're going to get the offense for holding on that play, and they'll accept the penalty. First down. Throws the ball. Incomplete pass. Second down. QB back to pass. He lets one go deep down the field. He hauls down that bomb. Tackle made by Watkins. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10. Handoff to the right side. Reed brings him to the ground for the tackle. That's good for a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive. Hands it off to the left side. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. Third down for the offense. 14 yards to go. He drops back into the pocket. Wrapped up by Hampton. Gain of 1 on the play. The kicking team sets up for a long field goal. The kick is up. And it's good. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. He'll field the kickoff. And he's brought down after taking the kick up near the 20-yard line. They'll start things off from the 20. Receiver in motion. Davenport back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 9. Second down. Davenport will hand it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Thomas. That will bring up third down. The defense has done well stopping the offense from converting on third down so far today. Let's see what they do here. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. The punt team takes the field. Rose on the kick. He'll field the punt. And he is down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. The runner takes it outside. Wraps him up and takes him down. Tackle by Watkins. That will go for about 8 yards. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. Brown on the reception. Hampton with the tackle. Penalty marker on the field. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask, and they'll take the penalty. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. He drops back to pass. Finds a target on the left side of the end. Scores! Touchdown, Minnesota. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it sails through. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. The kickoff is fielded. He's put to the turf. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Davenport surveys the field. He makes the throw. And he safely steps out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go. Davenport back to pass. He lets one go deep down the field. And he is down. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10. Throws it off to the left side. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. He steps back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. They'll lose 8 on the play. Third down for the offense. 11 yards to go. Davenport back to pass. QB with the play fake. And the ball is batted down. The punt team makes its way up the line. Rose on the kick. And the punt will land out of bounds. First down and 10 to go. Motion right. He hands it off. And he's tackled here. Gain of 9 on the play. Second down for the offense. Just 1 yard to go. The third quarter comes to an end. Minnesota with a commanding lead so far. Second down and short. Outside handoff. And Simon with the tackle. That will bring up third down. The offense comes in on third down. Just 1 yard to go. Makes the handoff, and the defense brings him down. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense sets up to punt one away. He punts it away. He'll field the punt. And the defender got him down. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. First down and 10 to go. Finds a target, short along the sideline. Benson brings him to the ground. That'll be good for a couple yards. A nickel set for the defense. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw at the sideline. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. Pass complete, and he's immediately brought down. Gain of 16 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Davenport on the throw, and he misses the target. Three receiver personnel for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. Davenport back to pass. Tackle made by Atkins. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. The offense is set to try for a long field goal here. There's the kick. And it sails through. That will eat away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick is off. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. He hands it off to the right side. And Cox wraps him up for the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. The offense lines up on second and short. Outside handoff. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That's good for about 7 yards. First down and 10 to go. He gives it to the runner on the right side. And he will be brought down by Cox. That'll be good for a couple yards. The offense comes in on second down. 7 yards to go. He makes the inside handoff. Stopped before he could break free. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Third down. 14 yards to go. Left side handoff. He eludes the first defender, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. Go. Off tackle run to the outside. And the tackle will be made by Reed. That's good for about 7 yards. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Right side handoff. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. Short gain of 2. Minnesota sets up on third down. Pitch right to the runner. And the tackle will be made by Reed. That will push them back 3 yards. The kicking team lines up for a long field goal attempt. Here's the kick. And it sails through. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He sends it off. The kickoff is fielded. He is picked up and brought down. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Throws a pass. It's snagged by Bush. Complete. And he's immediately brought down. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their first of the half. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10. He drops back into the pocket. Ripped to the ground. The offense calls a timeout. They will have one remaining timeout. A huge gain by the offense. The offense will operate from under center. Davenport surveys the field. Interception! And he steps out of bounds. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Receiver in motion. He hands it to the runner inside. He's put to the turf. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their last timeout. Gain of 6 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He hands it to the runner inside. There's a penalty flag on the field, and he's tackled. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. I think the offense is going to get called for a hold here, and they'll take the penalty. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He takes the ball, wraps him up, and takes him down. Tackle by Watkins. That's good for about 7 yards. Minnesota sets up on third down. He makes the inside handoff. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. First down, Minnesota. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. And they'll take a knee here to run down the clock. That will wrap it up for our game. For our team here at Axis Football, I'm Andy McNamara. We'll see you soon.